Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hey, Dave.
Well, it was...
Thank you for that, David. Greg, quite a few people have been expecting this to happen.
Yeah, with the amount of time Che spent in college, you figured he'd be polished coming into the league. The question was, would he buy in? And I think we've gotten our answer.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Klay Thompson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Pascal in at the 4 slot. And for Atlanta, Collins at power forward with Len at center. Then it's Young. Then there's Parker. And it's Jack in at the 2. Looking at the schedule, doors about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Che now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Che. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's played.
Now Young after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And Young kicks to Jack. Passes it to Parker. Collins with it. 6 on the shot clock. Good D by Thompson.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Parker finds Jack. They get the rebound. Collins tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
And finished off by Collins.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Russell missing. The Hawks leading by 6. And Jack kicks to Parker. Back to Jack. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Russell against Young. To stop the drought, and good. He got the Ingles that time as it falls. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
A long and tiring game, made worse.
Completely new group for Atlanta. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cauley Stein passes to Russell. And shot on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Collins at power forward with Len at center. Then it's Jabari Parker, and it's Bembry in a shooting guard. So that's the Hawks 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Yes, that goes in. Jack's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you can see the talent that Shea has even when he gets on the floor with limited minutes. His game is very polished from his years in college.
GA, you can see the improvement game to game, I think. Wouldn't be surprised to see his role grow over the course of the season. Pascal, the pass to Russell. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta, leading by 5. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. 2 teams that don't know each other all that well, separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Parker finds Jack. Off on the layup. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic in Orlando.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Bembry. Robinson's checked in for Golden State. Jack surveying the D to the inside. Len, good.
What I'm already seeing out of Alex Len, more aggression than when he first entered the league.
Warriors trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls for him.
It is easy to get lost in the well-rounded offensive game of Klay Thompson, but let's remember, this guy is an elite defender. Quick feet, great athleticism and length. Boy, what a player.
And here's Young from the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta. And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at D'Angelo Russell, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Alec Burks. Klay Thompson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Pascal in at the 4. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get Doris, I think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Burks. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Russell.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Jack. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And Jack drops them both.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers. Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard.
Hawks making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Russell. Cauley-Stein up top. Carter pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Young. That shot is off. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 13-point game. Thompson passes to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cauley-Stein. That shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. Parker kicks to Jack.
Who's watching here?
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Parker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Warriors trail by 16. Timeout called the Warriors.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to...
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Collins at power forward with Len at center. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Parker, and it's Jack in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Young against Thompson. The pass to Burks. From 12 feet out, Atlanta with the rebound. Land's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Jack. To the paint. And there's Collins on the assist from Jack. 6 points for John Collins.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Thompson outside, unloads. That one wide left. The Hawks leading by 17. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Atlanta.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Pascal, defended by Young. That one falls. Pascal's got his first points in this one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kevin.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jack.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Pass to Poole. Clock at 6. Golden State moving it around. Offensive rebound. Smailagic. And at last, they get one to fall.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Here's Jack. Here's Jones. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 19.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harrison, defended by Jack. The shot by Harrison, no good. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put effort. It felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq.
Che, talk to me about your first.
You know what? I was kind of nervous. Man, that's a good question. I guess just.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks. You know what? I don't know about that.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's. Fantastic.
Hey, how you been, man?
Hey, what you working on?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it, come on, man. Get there! Box out!
Everyone, listen up. That was a great team effort last night. Keep that energy up, and we can do great things. Let's get to work. We're gonna focus on shooting today. Let's get a lot of repetitions. Set it up and get started.
Focus! Focus!
Just like that. Keep it going. One more.
Move it! All right, here we go.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, keep the ball, huh? Come to me, come to me! Hey, whose man is this? Shut up!
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
You got it. Come on, man. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Keep coming. Come on, box him out, man. Shot. Hey. Hey, he can ball, huh? And one. Hey, hit me up.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Set up! Set up! Do it! Come get it! Shot! Shot! Shot!
Next time, man. Next time.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, see you later, man.